courtesy of Nucinu, by Mutana, Zublond. How malicious TOR relays are exploiting users in 2020. TOR exit relays are the last hop in the chain of 3 relays and the only type of relay that gets to see the connection to the actual destination chosen by the TOR browser user. The used protocol, that is HTTP versus HTTPS, by the user decides whether a malicious exit relay can actually see and manipulate the transferred content or not. In this post I want to give you an update on the malicious TOR relay situation for the first 7 months of 2020 by looking at a single large-scale malicious actor that is of ongoing concern. It demonstrates once more that current checks are insufficient to prevent such large-scale attacks. The scale of the malicious operator so far 2020 is probably the worst year in terms of malicious TOR exit relay activity since I started monitoring it about 5 years ago. As far as I know, this is the first time we uncovered a malicious actor running more than 23% of the entire TOR network's exit capacity. That means roughly about 1 out of 4 connections leaving the TOR network were going through exit relays controlled by a single attacker. Figure 1 shows what accumulated fraction of the TOR network's exit capacity was controlled by the malicious actor and how many confirmed malicious relays were concurrently running, peak at over 380 relays. Figure 1 also tells us that we opened up TOR browser at the peak of the attack on 2020-2005-22. You had a 23.95% chance to end up choosing an attacker-controlled TOR exit relay. Since TOR clients usually use many TOR exit relays over time, the chance to use a malicious exit relay increases over time. Temporary removal. The relay count line in Figure 1 shows that they added relays in big chunks, which gives ORNet Radar, a relay group detector, the opportunity to detect them, and it did in multiple cases. See Appendix. Most notably, you can see a spike in relay count in March 2020. On 2022-2003-16 ORNet Radar and the TOR Project Sybil attack detection reported a sudden spike of over 150 new relays, something that basically never happens in such a short period of time. They got removed at the time, but were allowed to join the network 3 days later after the malicious operator contacted the bad relays mailing list and configured the so-called My Family setting to declare themselves as a group. Currently there are no further requirements to run such a large group of TOR relays. Persistent. The 3 sharp drops in Figure 1 marked with 1, 2, 3 depict the events when some of these malicious TOR exits got detected, reported and removed from the network by the TOR directory authorities. This also shows us how fast the malicious entity recovered from a single removal event and that we didn't detect all of them at the same time. It took them less than 30 days to recover after removal and reach 22% exit probability, again starting at 4%. It also gives us an idea that they apparently will not back off after getting discovered once. In fact, they appear to plan ahead for detection and removal and set up new relays preemptively to avoid a complete halt of their operations. Faking multiple independent relay groups. The temporary removal event served them as a training, and all relays that followed had presumably perfect My Family configuration, with one important caveat. Instead of declaring all of their relays in a single group, they pretended to be multiple relay groups without linking them directly together, a strategy they followed from the beginning. January 2020. Figure 2 shows their exit probability by family contact information stacked graph. Look out for Part 2.